no to vegan, because world destruction, pandemic, suffering, pain means nothing to you.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Singapore hawker centers provide a wide range of multicultural local fare that you can indulge yourself in. The food is not only delicious, but is affordably priced. Let's try some of those fantastic vegan dishes. Singapore Vegan Hawker Food, Part 2 of 2. Vegan prawn noodle soup and Nyonya Cendol dessert. Watch on to find out more.
In Nunavut, it's heartwarming when the friendly locals ask you Kinauvit, which means, "What is your name?" in the Inuktitut language. I am Lisa, the kind and generous people of Nunavut. Thank you for your noble prayers and actions that will help to spiritually uplift our world, making it a paradise for all beings. Welcome to our show, Singapore Vegan Hawker Food, Part 2 of 2, Vegan Prawn Noodle Soup and Nyonya Cendol Dessert. The hawker food scene in the cosmopolitan city of Singapore traces back to centuries past, when it was a major port in the region. The unique cultural influence of immigrants from China, Malaysia, India, European countries, and other nationalities has contributed to what is now the vibrant and distinctive culinary heritage in the island city-state of Singapore. Hawker centers were introduced in the 1970s to house street food vendors or hawkers in efforts to organize the streets and improve food hygiene conditions while preserving the traditional communal dining concept. Singaporeans often gather at open-air hawker centers, which are within walking distance from their homes or workplaces. You can grab quick and affordable one-serve meals while spending some leisure time shopping at nearby markets and small convenience stores operated by families. It's a good way to make small-scale businesses thrive and for various nationalities in Singapore to unite together as a community, regardless of race, age, or background. With the rapidly increasing popularity of the vegan diet, many authentic hawker food favorites have been recreated, ranging from Japanese to Italian and Peranakan fusion flavors, enabling citizens and travelers alike to go on gastronomic vegan adventures around the clock. Singapore has been listed as Asia's second most vegan-friendly city since 2016 by the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA Asia. Additionally, this unique hawker culture in Singapore has been recognized by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, for its cultural significance, and was added to its representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Today, we are pleased to have vegan chef Kang back, this time with her son James. They will share with us some interesting vegan hawker food recipes that are distinct to sparkling Singapore.
Hello, pure-hearted viewers. Welcome to Supreme Master Television. I'm James from sunny Singapore. This is my mom, Kang.
Hi, I'm Kang. Today we are going to prepare two dishes.
Yes, they are our favorite hawker center dishes which are uniquely Singapore.
The first dish that I'll be cooking is the Singapore vegan prawn noodles.
Wow, that's my favorite, as Singapore is an island city-state surrounded by the sea. This is one popular dish in Singapore. Today we will show you how to make it without sacrificing any lives in the ocean, and we will not lose any flavor either. It goes very well with a tasty soup broth.
For those who have not heard of it, this humble one-bowl meal is also known as hae mee in Hokkien dialect.
Okay, Mom, let's begin to cook this fragrant and savory dish. What are the ingredients needed?
The ingredients for the soup broth are half cup of soya bean soaked for an hour and rinse, 55 grams of vegan belacan paste, 6 grams of blue ginger, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 small piece of cinnamon stick, 1 piece of star anise, 1 teaspoon of mushroom seasoning, a quarter teaspoon of white peppercorn lightly crushed, 5 grams of rock sugar.
Mom, I have a question. Vegan belacan is actually fermented soybean with chili. What if our viewers can't find it in their region?
You may replace it with other kinds of chili paste that you like. Okay, James, put all the ingredients in the soup bag.
Okay, Mom. All done. Now we'll boil all the ingredients together with 2.5 liters of water. Is that right?
Yes, James. We'll boil the soup using high heat for 5 minutes. Then lower the heat to simmer for another 20 minutes. Now, drain and retain the broth set aside. Next, we'll prepare the rest of the ingredients for the noodles. 300 grams of kangkong or water spinach, 200 grams of bean sprout, 1 kg of yellow noodles, 300 grams of big vegan prawns sliced from Loving Heart, 200 grams of vegan meat. James, let's cook the noodles in boiling water till the noodles start to float. Blanch the rest of the kangkong and bean sprout for a while.
Okay, we'll drain and set aside. What do we do next?
Blanch the vegan meat and vegan prawns. Remove and add to the bowl. Add in some broth.
Wow, that looks fantastic.
Our Singapore vegan prawn noodle is now completed.
Righteous viewers, we will now take some time to show our gratitude to the organic vegan farmers for their tender, attentive care and constant love that they put into growing the crops that nurture our bodies, minds, and spirits. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. We will be right back. All men tremble at punishment. All men fear death. One should never slay nor cause to slay. Dhammapada Sutra, Buddhism. Welcome back to our show, Singapore Vegan Hawker Food, Part 2 of 2, Vegan Prawn Noodle Soup, and Nyonya Cendol Dessert. Vegan Chef Keng will now demonstrate how to make Nyonya Cendol Dessert, a much-loved Southeast Asian cold dessert traditionally served by pushcart vendors parked on bustling street intersections in the old days of Singapore.
James, we'll now be making the Nyonya Cendol dessert together.
That's our ever popular traditional dessert. perfect for the sweltering Southeast Asian temperature and is naturally vegan.
Yes, Cendol is an iced sweet dessert that contains droplets of green jelly, coconut milk, and coconut sugar syrup. Without further ado, let's make it now. For the Nyonya Cendol dessert, the main ingredients needed are Cendol, which are green jelly-like strand, and we will show you how to make it later by using those ingredients. Besides Cendol, we also need 200 grams of red bean pre-boiled left overnight and then reboiled for an hour. 500 ml of coconut milk pre-added with a pinch of salt. 100 ml of melted gula melaka or coconut syrup. Some crushed ice. Now let's prepare the cendol, which are green jelly-like strands. As I've mentioned earlier, the ingredients we need are 10 whole pandan leaves cut into 1-inch thick strips, 50 grams of sugar, 100 grams of mung bean flour, a pinch of salt, 650 ml of water. Let's blend the pandan leaves with water.
Let me help you with that. Then I guess we will strain it and retain the pandan water.
That's right, James. James, please add a pinch of salt, sugar, and mung bean flour to the pandan water.
Okay, all good, Mom.
Thanks, James. Next, mix well and cook over medium heat. Whisk continuously till thickened. Now we'll prepare some ice water for cendol. Scoop the cendol into a strainer with large holes and slowly press the cooked cendol directly into the ice water.
Oh, noodle-like strain. How interesting.
Now let's scoop the cendol from the ice water. To serve our dessert, we have put ice at the bottom of the bowl. Add cooked red beans, the cendol we just made, coconut milk, and coconut syrup.
Our Nyonya Cendol dessert is now ready to serve.
Intelligent viewers, we have now completed both dishes. We had a wonderful time sharing our vegan hawker recipes with you.
Thank you for being so attentive. Let's be vegan and make peace. See you around.
Ingredients. For all ingredients, please use organic versions if available. For the vegan prawn soup noodles for 6 servings, the ingredients are 1 kilogram of yellow vegan noodles, 300 grams of kangkong or water spinach, 200 grams of bean sprouts, 300 grams of big vegan prawns from Light Industry Limited, a loving hot vegan food company, 200 grams of ready-made vegan meat, the soup broth for 6 servings, half cup of soya beans soaked for an hour and rinsed, 55 grams of vegan belacan paste or chili paste, 6 grams of blue ginger or galangal, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 small piece of cinnamon stick, 1 piece of star anise, 1 teaspoon of mushroom seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of white peppercorn, lightly crushed, 5 grams of rock sugar, 2.5 liters of water. Optional toppings to taste: fresh chili slices, crispy soy protein. Cooking demo is in part 1 of this show. For the Nyonya Cendol dessert, for 6 servings, the ingredients are 500 grams of cendol, 200 grams of red beans, pre-boiled, left overnight, and reboiled for an hour, 500 milliliters of coconut milk, pre-added with a pinch of salt, 100 milliliters of melted gula melaka or coconut sugar syrup, some crushed ice. For the cendol, 10 whole pennon leaves, cut into 1-inch thick strips, 50 grams of sugar, 100 grams of mung bean flour, a pinch of salt, 650 milliliters of water.
Virtuous viewers, thank you so much for joining us today as we gain more tips on how to cook Singapore's vegan hawker dishes. May such planet-friendly meals soon become the norm for the health of the environment and all beings. May your principled character inspire like-minded friends to join your lofty ideals and create heaven on earth in divine love. Like the risk of swine flu? No? Then choose vegan.
For free international vegan recipes and for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/VEG and suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Pour des recettes véganes internationales gratuites et voir les langues disponibles, veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/VEG et suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Para recetas veganas internacionales gratuitas y para disponibilidad de idiomas, visiten suprememastertv.com/VEG y suprememastertv.com/schedule.
निशुल्क अंतर्राष्ट्रीय वीगन पाक विधि और भाषा की उपलब्धता के लिए कृपया देखें suprememastertv.com/veg और suprememastertv.com/schedule।